Woo! Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Angela, and we are on day 136. Do you know what we're drawing today? Yes, a bird, but do you know what kind of a bird? An eagle, that's right. Today we are going to learn to draw an eagle, just like this. He looks pretty fierce looking, doesn't he? Now, our eagle, normally we draw like kind of cartoon kind of figures. Today we're going to try to draw our eagle a little more realistic. Realistic means it looks almost just like if you were to look at an eagle, it's going to look like that eagle. It's not going to look like a cartoon with big eyes or whatever. So let's grab your paper, your pencils, your colored pencils, markers, whatever you have, and let's get drawing our eagle today. Now I'm going to put this over to the side. Hold on, I got to reach in front there. Okay. And we are going to draw our eagle really big today. We're just going to do the head. We're not going to do the wings and the body and everything. Let's just work on just the face. So it's going to be very big. I'm going to make our head the same size as our paper. So it's going to be big. Now, if you're using a pencil, that's kind of good because if you make a mistake, you can always go and use your eraser and make the shape more what you want it to be. When you use marker like me, sometimes it's more than sometimes. It's hard to erase. You cannot erase. All right, so are we ready? Let's go ahead and we're going to make this really big. We're going to go right from, well, let's go right here. We're making a big curve all the way down like that. That is going to be from the top of his nose all the way to the back of his head. Now, let's go ahead and do his beak. Are you ready? Now, his beak is big and pointed. So we're going to do, let's do a little bump right here where the top of his beak is, just like that. And then let's go down and make it very sharp. We're going to curve it right around. See how it's curved? And we're going to curve it around. And then let's come back up. But when we come up, let's make a bump right here. See how we have that shape? It's kind of a fun shape. The top of the nose, come down to the point, and then kind of make it curved. This is kind of, it's going to have a little lump there. Now, he has to be able to open his jaw. So we're going to put the bottom of his face right here. And go just like that. It's already looking like a bird, isn't it? Let's go ahead and I'll take this and we'll put the end of his nose there and let's bring it right over like that and down. See how I did that? Like an arrow. And then I'm going to connect it to that one. There you go. You have already got his nose on there. Now they have nostrils kind of up on the top of his face. Way up here. So I'm going to make one here, color it in. And then I'm going to put one over here. Because I'm only seeing a little tiny bit of it because it's kind of going around the corner there. All right, we've got the hardest parts done. Now let's do an eye. We're going to go right up from where we made that curve. Go right up. Oh my gosh, I don't know how far to say. At the end of his mouth maybe is going to be the middle of his eye. Now his eyes are going to slant down. I've told you one time that when you put eyebrows down like this, it makes them look angry. When you're like this, you're surprised and just like curved, they're normal. Now our eagle's going to go down, like he's almost like he's angry. I don't think he's angry, but that's the way it's going to look. Go down a line, just like that. And then we are going to make a circle on the bottom of it, just like that. You have already got the eye. Now let's put the pupil in there, just like that. Do we want to leave a little white spot? Yeah, let's leave a little white spot. Okay, wow, that's looking good. And now we pretty much have the basic shape of him. Let's come down a little bit in farther from the bottom of his mouth, and we're going to make where he connects to his body. There you go. You have got the shape of an eagle already. Now remember, if you don't get exactly the right shape, erase it and keep working on it until you get it right. Okay, now let's see. I am going to make the eagle, he's going to look like he's got feathers. Now I want the feathers to go just like they're growing. They're going to go back. So I'm going to make some little lines just like this. We're going to make lines that look, see how I just kind of put the marker down and I let it go? And we're going to do it just like this. Now what I'm doing is I'm going a little bit around this because right here I'm going to get darker. I'm going to push it. So if you're using a crayon, you're just going to color it in darker right here. Okay? Do you see how I'm doing it? And then let's go around the bottom of his eye down here. Let's go around it black. Making him look even more fierce than he is, huh? We'll go right around his eye, just like that. Wow, he looks angry kind of, doesn't he? All right, now let's go ahead and we're gonna go, I'm gonna move to this side so I can put more feathers on him. And they can be feathers, you can do them close if you want to each other or spread apart. This is fun if you do this with a marker. See, I'm just kind of making a sketchy look to it. And notice how I'm going right with the curve. And then let's go ahead and put some more right here. I don't want it to be quite so thick there, so I'm gonna go down. And this is just fun. This is just kind of, I don't want to say scribbly, it's sketchy. You're just making lines. And mine are getting a little longer as I'm going down the bird too. Okay? I'm trying not to make a lines like that. I'm trying to go up a little bit and down. This might be one you want to try with a marker once you get the shape down, because it fills in better. But you can use a crayon, whatever you want. Now I'm doing this kind of fast, but that's okay. All right, and now down here I am going to make it kind of like where the top of his head is white. So we're going to make it so it's going to kind of end here. I'm making some little triangles. See how sketchy I am? See how sketchy it is today? Sketching is almost like a little bit of a scribbly kind of feel to it. But it has a whole different look to it, if you notice. All right, and then I am going to do down here, I'm going to do this all in black. His feathers are black and browns down there, but we're going to color it in a little darker, that's all. Can everybody see what I'm doing here? It's kind of like where his head attaches to his body, and his body is always darker. All right. Okay, now we're going to do something fun. I am going to make his eye bright yellow, or kind of a goldy color yellow. And I'm going to go right in here and I am going to color that in like that. Not too many colors to this. This is more of a sketching kind of thing. Whoa, isn't that cool? All right, now let's go ahead and do his beak the same way. Looking awesome. Sometimes you might have to try this one a couple times to make sure you get it right. Now I am really not going to add any more colors to this today. This is going to be like a black and white with a bright touch of yellow in it, or bright, it's kind of a goldy color more than yellow. But use what you have in your crayon box. All right, that was a fast drawing today. Now I'm going to show you something. You could do anything you want to the background. He could be up where there could be green in the background. For trees, there could be, oh my gosh, it could be a blue sky. You could leave it just the way it is. You could just do this like a sketch. Now I'm going to show you what I did. I painted this picture. I painted this eagle before. Now I painted a flag in the background because sometimes it's called the American bald eagle. So there he is. Do you see him? Now, when I painted, I added a lot more textures and a lot more colors and things. But when we're learning how to draw like this, then you just want to worry more about how to draw it. And then you can add the details later, or you can add a flag or whatever you want behind him. So, that's what we're doing today, the American bald eagle. So he looks pretty awesome. I'd love to see some of your sketches. Like I said, this is a hard one because you are drawing more realistic today rather than a cartoon. So I will see you next week. Next week is day 137. I don't know what we're going to draw yet. I'm going to have to figure that out. But we will see you then, and do what I tell you every single time we see each other. I tell you to listen to your parents. I added listen to your teacher. I want you to wash your hands. I want you to stay creative. And what else? What was it? Oh, be kind, everyone. Kindness goes a long, long way. So be kind to everybody, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.